Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. It's Kite. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Dre. And today, what I wanted to talk about was this video right here.
I'm not your op. This is a a political structure in place that's limiting our people as a whole. So we got to be mindful, right? Like kids are 16, 17 having to get their affairs in order. 16, 17, like nobody's saying nothing. And you got grown ass fake ass calling themselves rappers. You 40 years old, you rapping? You a bozo. Yo, for what you say? You 40 years old, homie. You still rapping? Talking about, yo, yeah, I popped a perk. Yo, homie, you somebody's grandfather, homie. There's no evolution in hip hop that's being mass marketed.
Honestly, I feel like, when he said there's no evolution, I think that when it comes to music, like as far as, I feel like that's just like a genre. But at the end of the day, on some real stuff, like, I don't really see evolution past what hip hop was born to be like. You know what I mean? Yeah. When it was born, it was like it's most authentic as it can be. But now it's just like you know what I mean? Drill, kill, steal, sex. I mean, it's been the same, but it's just like I mean, it's not. It don't feel like it's evolving to me. I don't see evolving through it. All I see is different people coming out.
It's evolving because
same style and stuff like that.
Because now, at first you couldn't watch a person grow up like how you can watch them now. Like growing up in the industry now is way more easier to watch a person because you got YouTube, TikTok, all these streaming platforms like IG, Facebook, and all that, social medias to see how a person really came up to where back then when people was coming out, they already had street cred before they even became who they was,
Yeah.
So it's evolving because now you get to see the background of people, whether you couldn't see at first.
You know what? I actually agree with that. I agree that is evolving in a sense, but when I think of evolving, I think of becoming more mature, getting rid of, questioning your old, questioning your beliefs and turning your beliefs into old beliefs and making yourself better. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, not being reactive but being responsive. You know what I mean? Like I think of it like growing up, like as far as like okay, knowing as simple as knowing certain stuff not work for your time. Like
But then that's like the 1 out of every 10. 1 out of every 10 rappers go make it to see a good evolution where their brain becomes more. How can I put it? Mature.
More mature, more developed.
Yeah. Because everybody being a rapper is like being a basketball player. Everybody not gonna reach the Hall of Fame level.
Right. People can be good at it, but everybody not gonna reach the Hall of Fame level. You're right. That's a bar. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all getting gems.
Yeah, follow Cuz.
You know what I mean? This bro Dre, he coming with a channel soon, or whatever he got coming soon. We gonna let y'all know. Y'all, just stay tuned in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? We want to hear y'all. What y'all got to say about this situation? What do you think about it? What do you think about hip hop? What do you think about it? Do you think it's evolving, or do you think it's stuck? And do you think that it's a stuck mindset, or do you think it's detrimental, or do you think that it is evolving in a good way? Or what do you think? Just let us know down in the comments.
It's no maturity. Where's the growing phases? Real talk, bro. Like, I'm not doing this now. I was doing at 12. So why is 40 doing the they did at 20? Right. When they should be owning streaming services, creating institutions, creating nepotism opportunities, owning this very building that we're sitting in.
So I heard he said, so where did the growth come in at? I'm confused about where the growth comes in at because it seems like it's the same thing to me. Like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
the growth is like what I was saying earlier. Like you seeing them grow from. Like if you got a hood mentality, you know it ain't. Some people can change that. Some people can't. Like that's life. Like you know, you know a stove hot. And you keep touching the stove, and you know it's hot. It's gonna still be hot. Like
right.
but the growth come in like with money management. But that's like personal stuff. You know, you gotta really understand. You gotta really start understanding life. Like, and you know, from my point of view on growing up, I'm not saying I'm a rapper or anything, but
Right.
just doing dumb stuff. You know, you start paying attention to like, man, this shit is dumb. Why the fuck you want to keep doing the same dumb shit?
Right, and that's pretty much the point that I feel like he was making. He was saying that there's no really no growth. You can have like, okay, now that I'm looking at more positive things in my algorithm, I'm starting to see more positive influencers, positive people that make music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might not be a gospel rapper, but it sound like gospel, but it just sound real good, or they do what they do good. So you know, yin and yang. It's two sides to the stone, to the fish or whatever. And I think that honestly, black people, us, we are, most of us, I would say majority of us are stuck in that mindset or that toxic mindset, that hood mindset, that are, you know, grabbing the switch and, you know, that gang banging mindset. I feel like majority of us stuck in that because
But if you grew up
because
poor,
you don't. If you, I understand. I just think what do you look? It's a difference between growing up poor and then you growing up poor and you looking at what other people determine as their success. That could be as simple as you going
That's a
look, yeah, look. You going to school, right? Say you go to
Yeah.
school, you at school with all the kids. It's picture day, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got pictures of their kids except for your mama. Which is you gonna say? Oh, you know, she might not say it, but that's just like the average person mentality. Oh man, I wanted pictures of my kids too. Did you actually want that for yourself? You know what I mean? Or did you want it because you seen all the other people had pictures of their kids? Like, you know what I mean? So it just be about knowing what you actually want for you and not being influenced by what other people want or what other people say. Oh yeah, you gotta have these Jordans. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. You gotta have a watch. You feel me? You gotta have a chain. Like, you feel me? Like, you don't let other people base how you live your life, and that's why I feel like it's stuck because, you know, the people that get into that, they get stuck. They don't feel like they successful, or they don't feel like they doing enough. And you feel me? You create your own success. You feel me? You create your own happiness. You create you create it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, that's what I've been doing for a minute. Oh dang, basing my success off of other people's success. Like, oh yeah, they got a big house or they got a nice car. Girl,
But
like, that's material stuff.
But
that
that's
stuff
the
don't matter.
difference though between hip hop and rap.
Right.
Hip hop
Right,
ain't everybody doing their own thing. You think Usher chasing after what Chris Brown and them doing, or they doing the same amount of stuff? Where as a rapper, you want to outdo this person because that's the way you looking at it. Everything
Right.
you want to it's more of an outdo. Like R&B is not an outdo thing.
Yeah.
Singing is not an outdoing thing. Gospel is not an outdoing thing.
I actually do feel like hip hop is an outdoing thing. I just feel like drill rap is a different thing. I feel like hip hop is an outdoing thing because you want to say the best bars and you want to talk about them the best. Like, oh yeah, I slept your mom. Oh, I seen your mom yesterday, and you know what I mean. Like,
but that's just like, look at me now. How Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, them was on that song,
yeah.
and Chris Brown was the hottest person at the time. But Busta Rhymes had the hardest verse, but he ain't take
Oh yeah,
Busta
he
Rhymes.
definitely did. Yeah,
He ain't take Busta Rhymes verse off because
Mm.
his shit wasn't better than his. Like, oh man, this nigga stealing my song, or you know,
Right, yeah.
he wasn't like. That's more of a hip hop thing where rap is. You know, it's more of a. They taking it over with drill.
I feel like rap more so is a proving ground. Like, oh, okay, well, we stepping on shit, and you niggas ain't stepping on nothing. And let us see that y'all trying to do what we doing. But then everybody trying to do what they doing, and then they clashing. I feel like everybody trying to do what they doing their own thing, and they clashing. Because even people they be making music together and then falling out. Bro, look, I want to say one thing though. Across the globe or across the U.S., bro, 9 times out of 10, when niggas get into each other, guess what they get into with?
They own people.
They own people, bro. Niggas they done slept in the bed with and shit, bro. Like, you feel me? That just shows you the lack of maturity, bro. You feel me? Like, or maybe they got fame. Yeah, that's a lack of maturity. Whether they got fame too quick or, you feel me? Whatever, like, you feel me? Because you got, you know what I'm saying?
That's a part of the envy, jealousy.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
The sins and stuff. You know, that's a whole nother different topic. You know,
yeah, for real though.
Where that's how people become hypnotized with hatred. You know,
right,
that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
keep them squares up about your circle. But yeah, though, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all watching, man. If you came this far, you know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm just doing what I do on a daily basis, being me. You know what I'm saying? You keep being you. Feel me? We're going to keep being glue, staying stuck to the ground, staying stuck to the purpose. You feel me? We're gonna stay on it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get back into it.
Put how y'all feel in the video, in the comments, man. That's it. Cause this is just our opinion, you know.
Right, yeah,
everybody got their own opinion on how they look at life.
We care about y'all opinion. We want to see what y'all got to say. No, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Keith Tay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.